Oh, are we? All right.
All right.
This is episode 52, possibly 53, or did we confirm it was 52?
52.
All right. Welcome back to episode 52. And today, Jared has something that nobody's talking about, according to Jared.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. Everyone's talking about Elon Musk and Twitter, and so I don't want to talk about it because I don't really care about it. Like
Long story short,
he
he bought a lot of stock in Twitter.
he bought 9% of Twitter, and he's gonna include an edit button. All right, that's it.
Is that what he came out with?
It's literally it.
Is that the best that he could wait, like you can edit an old tweet?
You can edit a tweet that you like, so you don't have to delete it and retweet it. You just edit it, which I don't know why Twitter has
a
a
long time ago. Literally.
Doesn't it sound very obvious?
I remember that. When I did used to tweet for Bearish, I would mess things up and have to delete the whole entire thing.
All right, do you see this, Max? Can you see it?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
I can.
All right, you see the whole thing, like all the way down to the very bottom?
Yeah, it's kind of small, but like I don't know what it is.
Is it really small? Oh, fuck you.
It's not my whole screen. I can see it enough. It looks like it's just
okay.
It looks like it just ranks a bunch of different things.
Yeah, so this was a Gen Z spending survey, like what people our age spend their money on, spend their time on and stuff. So I thought a couple things were interesting. Nike is kicking ass in clothing and footwear. And keep in mind, Nike owns Converse. So basically, Nike takes a spot in number 1 and number 2 in footwear. And clothing, I mean, it's not even close. It's Nike, and then way below that is American Eagle.
Adidas is that low. I did not think Adidas was going to be that low. I was going to say it was number 2.
What else did I want to? This top restaurants. I've always said this every time I go to Chick-fil-A. If it was a public company, I'd buy the shit out of the stock. 100%. Top restaurant people go to that are our age, Gen Z. Chick-fil-A is number 1. Chipotle is number 2. Starbucks is. I actually thought Dunkin' would have been higher. To be honest with
Starbucks,
you.
bro. Everyone talks about Starbucks, and on TikTok, it's like there's trends to show like order this thing from Starbucks that nobody knows about, and it's some like unicorn, like rainbow coffee drink, and everyone goes and tries it out. It's like there's accounts that dedicate their whole account to posting random things at Starbucks that you can buy that isn't technically on the menu, and like fancy words and everything. So I can see that.
I'm surprised about that. I actually thought Dunkin' would have been a lot higher, but fuck it, Starbucks lit. Put Starbucks on the watch list, baby.
Chipotle, but I'm confused on the ranking. So only what does it mean by 4% at McDonald's? Like 4% of people choose this? Or
so the people that were in the survey, they had, they got to pick what restaurants they went to, and the majority picked Chick-fil-A, and then Chipotle, and then Starbucks, and McDonald's, and Dunkin'.
100%, yeah. Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Goldfish.
So, I know, has the top snack. Interesting.
Wow. I thought Cheetos would have been higher. All these people freak out about the hot Cheetos.
This is what I'm really interested about. Daily video consumption. Netflix and YouTube are tied. So as you know, Netflix took a massive tumble down from $700 to around $350, what it's at right now. I have a feeling. So I was listening to Phil Towns' podcast a couple days ago, and he was talking very highly about Netflix. He was saying like they have pricing power because they keep increasing their prices, and people it's not turning people away. People are still on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I actually think Phil Town bought it, and his filing is going to come out soon, and I'm going to see if I'm right about that. But I think I would rather own Google because of YouTube than Netflix.
I would agree. I would actually agree with that. The thing about Netflix, there's not like YouTube. Like we just bought YouTube TV, my family. So now I have live. It's sick, bro. I have live TV that I can stream on my through like Google Cast or whatever it's called. Whereas like a Netflix, I feel like is kind of like a one-trick thing, like DirecTV would be. Like DirecTV was just DirecTV, and it had like the NFL package and NHL, MLB, whatever you might want to watch. And I feel like Netflix is just that too. I feel like
movies and shows. There's nothing live. There's nothing. You can't watch sports on Netflix. Obviously, you're not meant to. But I'm just saying, I don't know, man. You can watch movies on YouTube TV. Some of them are free. I just think YouTube
Right.
TV, and even not just YouTube TV, YouTube in general, like it's just I don't know. I can see that percentage going higher, and I can see them overtaking Netflix for sure.
I would agree with that because YouTube has a bunch of. I feel like Netflix is just entertainment purpose,
Yep.
solely for entertainment. Not really. YouTube has education, entertainment, all like it touches in so many different things that could attract or somebody would like. I mean, you go to YouTube to search up how to do our finance classes or how
Right.
to
Yeah.
change like the oil in your car. And then you also
Yeah.
watch YouTube because there's gaming on it and because everyone likes like you like to watch gaming or whatever kind of niche thing that you like. Whereas
Hmm.
Netflix is just the only thing about Netflix is I feel like this is a comparison I just thought of. Nike is so well liked, and you can see it right there. 30%
Right.
of the participants chose Nike compared to 7% at American Eagle, which is the next best. I
I'm
feel like
surprised at that too. Who the fuck goes to American Eagle?
I would not see that
Like you
at
would
all.
expect, I would expect Lulu to be there, and maybe even Adidas above American
The
Eagle. That's
only thing
wild.
I would say is jeans. A lot of people get their
Uh
jeans and stuff
yeah.
from American
Facts.
Eagle. It's a
Facts.
lot of they're good with jeans. Anyway, um, Netflix, I feel like it's similar to Nike in that it's kind of like a brand name. Like the Netflix and chill stuff has taken over the
Yeah.
entire internet and it's literally free branding for Netflix, you know?
Yep.
And like you said, they're raising their prices and no one's cared. And also another thing that they're doing is like they're tracking the amount of different things that like I don't know if it's IP addresses or like
With the
whatever
shared
like
password.
yeah, like they're
Yeah.
cracking down on that and making so because everyone would just share people's Netflix account.
Hmm.
And I don't feel like that's shying people away from Netflix that they're saying, "Hey, you're gonna have to start paying." I feel like it's really a brand thing that people can't get away from. It's like, yeah, I have Netflix. Oh, you want to go watch Netflix instead of watching
Right.
yeah, just
You
saying like we're
saw
gonna watch
Hulu.
TV.
Hulu was 8%, I believe. I mean, it
Yeah,
was yeah, look at that. Hulu 8%, like so far behind.
yeah. It's not we're gonna go watch a movie or watch a TV show. It's we're
We're
gonna
gonna
go
watch
watch
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a brand thing. But the thing with YouTube, it's beyond a brand. Like, I didn't even know YouTube TV was a thing, but I
Oh,
can't get
bro,
off
we have
YouTube
it. I
TV
love
now.
it. So
Dude,
sick.
I've like, you can rewatch episodes from I'm watching Tosh.0, like, and like, from season 1 and South Park from, like, season 1,
Do you
like,
remember
from
when we were
20
here
years
when you
ago.
were here with Aaron and we watched Family Guy at like 4 in the morning?
Literally,
Yeah.
literally, and it was just, like, the oldest episodes. Wait, what do you have it?
Yeah, we have YouTube TV.
Oh, I didn't know. When you first told me, I was like, "YouTube TV, that sounds really
Yeah,
weird."
dude.
I was like,
YouTube
"Netflix."
TV is
I
sick.
was like, "DirecTV is so much better than that." And now that we got it, I was like, "This is amazing because I can just stream YouTube videos straight to the TV as well."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yep. And then there's one more thing right here, top social media platforms, TikTok, Snapchat. Last time this survey was a thing, Snapchat was number one. Obviously, you can see TikTok said "fuck you" to Snapchat, took its spot.
Yeah.
Instagram still third place.
I've
But
heard
yeah,
Instagram I've heard a lot of things about Instagram dying, and when I used to keep up with Gary Vee as much as I, like, used to, he would always say, like, years ago, like, "Instagram's
it's
it's
mature.
kind of falling off." It's kind
It
of like it's
is what it
turning into
is.
the Facebook of, like, our generation, kinda, like, old and behind.
Right.
Um,
TikTok's a new
and
wave.
it is because the people that I talk to TikTok about, like, that are,
Hmm.
like, advocates of TikTok, the and I've talked to my dad about this as well. I used to think, like, TikTok was very like, childish. I was like, "Oh, only little kids use that. Like, what are we really on that for?" But the algorithm is so incredibly intricate that you can make your TikTok whatever you wanna make it. Like, it can be straight news, it can be straight political, it can be straight comedy or
Right.
dogs or, like, whatever. The algorithm is so good that it
Yeah.
knows what you want. And so, like, TikTok to you might be completely different from TikTok to me
It's a
because of
crazy
just how
platform.
that yeah, just how the algorithm works. It's incredible how specific it is to giving the user exactly what it wants.
I
That's
still
not
don't have it. I still don't have TikTok.
no, I don't either because not because I don't like it anymore. It used to be because I thought it was very childish. I
Yeah.
don't have it anymore because I know I'd spend an absurd amount of time on it. it is so easy to swipe and swipe, and the videos are like an exact perfect amount of length that like you only have to pay attention to it for a couple seconds, you know?
And the fact that anybody can go viral in an instant is, I think, what keeps people on that thing.
We did at one point, technically. Not
Yeah,
like
we
viral, but
did.
like
I mean, we
we got like
700K views.
yeah, literally.
That's an
Like
insane amount.
that's yeah, 700
Yeah.
people, 700,000 people watched it, which is and we are just what, sitting I forgot what the video was. We were not just
It was
it
talking
was
you were
just
talking
this.
about Doge. You were talking about
Yeah.
Dogecoin. Yeah. I mean, yeah, TikTok's there's it was just so smart for them to come up with something. It was like YouTube, but you have a better chance of going viral than
They're
YouTube.
not they're not public or anything, right? They
No,
don't
well,
have any
it's a Chinese company, so they're owned by this company called ByteDance, and I don't know if they're public or not, but
hmm.
I don't know.
I wonder if that would ever be something like an Alibaba type deal where they come
Yeah.
public on an American market.
Oh my God, they'd go crazy. I'm sure their valuation would be insane.
Oh yeah, because the amount of users, the amount of advertising money they bring in, and just pure like user retention is just insane.
Listen to this, Max. January 19th, 2022. ByteDance, which is not publicly traded, is the world's largest startup valued at $140 billion. Holy
What is
balls.
Walmart's valuation?
Holy balls.
Or
Wow.
Walmart?
Walmart?
Wait,
What do you
what
mean?
was it? What is Walmart like valued at?
Why Walmart?
I just want to
You
see
mean
like in
you
comparison.
mean you mean Facebook?
No, I just want to see because I know Walmart is probably a really big valuation. I just want to see like a comparison in terms of
Well,
like
Walmart does the most revenue, but that's not what that is. They're just valued at that. So Walmart is valued at 433 billion.
yeah,
Facebook is valued at 605 billion. And right here, ByteDance is valued at 140 billion. Wow.
140. I'm gonna look up Snapchat.
Oh, Snapchat's probably way less than that.
That is 58 billion, which is crazy
Twitter,
because it's the second. It's was it third place,
yeah,
second place, third
20.
place.
Well, the problem with Snapchat is like there's not really much room for advertising on there. You know, you're just looking at
Um,
people's stories and texting people.
yeah,
It's just like WhatsApp. You're just texting people. So like, how are you going to monetize that?
the only thing they have going for them is when you swipe like to the side, like not to the side of your chats and in your text and everything. They are starting to have like news and
Oh yeah,
uh like not dude perfect, but like I think they're called like how ridiculous or something like that. Like that's those type of videos. Like you can subscribe to them and that's where they put in uh or like the satisfying videos where they squish stuff and everything like that. Like
yeah,
that's why that's where they're getting their revenue because they put it's an absurd amount of ads in there. It'll be like a step-by-step tutorial of like baking a cake and like the tutorial is like 10 minutes long because of how many ads they put in it. They just fit ad that's where they're making their money.
yeah. The thing is with Facebook, the reason they make so much money is because it's so easy to get ads on there and on Instagram because you're just scrolling. So you know, like there's gonna be an ad right there. There's gonna be an ad right there.
Sometimes you don't even know it's an ad. Sometimes I question if I follow it or not.
Facebook's well, I'm gonna say Meta because they own Facebook and Instagram. Their algorithm is insane. Because like you said, I'm like, do I follow this or is
Literally,
this an ad? I
literally.
used to think that when I had Instagram. Yeah.
I didn't know because like I follow like snowboarding accounts and then it'd be like another snowboarding video, but it'd be like an ad for like whatever snowboard brand it was. And I just thought I was following another snowboard video account, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Things like that.
All right. Hey, last thing I have is this right here. And this is what I really wanted. This is remember I texted you. I was like video or what did I say? Like hint at
You
topic.
said you were gonna tell me and then you said never mind and you were really mean and you said I'm gonna wait. And I was like, okay.
Yes. So let me give you a little preview before I show you this. So I bought something online the other day, and it took me to the checkout thing. And the checkout was you can put in your credit card number, PayPal, or Apple Pay. I was like, all right, let me try Apple Pay. So I clicked on Apple Pay, and I didn't even know I had this. My credit card is already linked to my phone. So it literally, I clicked on Apple Pay, and it just It's just like did everything for me, and I was checked out just like that. And I was like,
Whoa. I don't use Apple Pay.
bro,
I don't I don't have it set up, so I have zero clue how it works.
dude. So I'm like, I clicked on Apple Pay, and basically it like so the bottom of your phone, it like popped up like this, and it said I could like click any card I wanted to, and I clicked my credit card, done, easy. And I was like,
That's
man,
dangerous.
ooh, PayPal. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, yo, what is going on here? Because
That's
you can already send money through Apple Pay. Obviously, you can't send money
Can you tap
from.
phones or no?
I don't know if they started that
Or
yet,
you
but
can tap, like, the cash register thing. No?
yeah. You
Or
can. Yep,
scan it or
yep.
something?
Yeah. All you gotta do is tap. You just tap your phone or card or maybe both. I don't know. But with Apple Pay, you can only send it between iPhone users, right? So that's what PayPal has over them. You can send it through everybody. Like if you had an Android, I could still
They're
PayPal
gonna
you or
make an
Venmo
app,
you.
bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna
So
make an
this,
app.
so that same survey did something with payments, and I want to show you right here. And more good news for Apple, 72% of the survey teens said they own AirPods already, and they ranked
Of
Apple
course.
Pay first among payment apps, bumping PayPal's Venmo to number 2. So Apple Pay among Gen Z, people our age, Apple Pay overtook Venmo as the number
I'm
1.
surprised PayPal was even at first. Wait, does
Well,
PayPal own
Venmo.
okay, I was
PayPal,
about to
yeah,
say.
PayPal
Alright, there we
owns
go.
Venmo. So Venmo was first, and then it bumped it to number 2, and Cash App is number 3, and PayPal itself is number 4.
That makes sense because with Venmo, it takes a percentage if you wanna transfer it instantly,
Right.
or it takes a couple days if you wanna transfer it with no fees, and some people don't have Venmo, whereas Apple Pay like Bank of America does like Zelle, and it's
Mm-hmm.
instantaneous with no fees, which
Yeah,
is awesome, but
Zell's cool.
this is
Yeah.
the same thing. This is just PayPal, but instant and no fees, which
And
is
I
ideal.
think in the survey, 87% of teens or Gen Z owned an iPhone. So if iPhones,
I can
think
see
about
that.
this, iPhones keep on growing into, people's hands, and their market share continues to grow. What are you going to need Cash App or Venmo for if everyone
And
has
just with the
iPhones?
and just with the way Apple has
Makes it so
integrated
easy.
all of their devices,
Makes it so
like
easy.
the Mac works so well with the iPhone, which works so well with the
With the
AirPods,
AirPods, yep.
which then works with the Apple Watch. Like,
It's a whole network effect that they got going on.
and no one even knows. It's not like they did it very calculated so that it's like just convenient. It's not even like, oh, like I want to go buy it because it looks good. It's like, oh, like I can start transferring my stuff all around and you just go buy it. Like when really
Bro,
that's exactly what they wanted.
greatest company of all time. It's not even close. I'll take a
It
screenshot. Those screenshots, this is what I did. Took a screenshot, pressed airdrop, uploaded it to my Mac, and now we're doing this.
it's a couple
And now I
seconds.
have, so I took a screenshot on my iPhone, uploaded it to my Mac via airdrop, plugged in my AirPods in my ears, and now we're talking. And it's all Apple. It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's
It is
crazy.
it's crazy how much they've taken over everything. I don't know
You
how I don't know.
you could argue that whatever price Apple is trading at, the stock is a good price just because of how
I was
dominant they are,
just
dude.
that's what I was saying. I don't know, but I didn't even know how to like say the sentence. I was like, what are they even like? How do you
Yeah,
value that?
yeah,
You
you really
can't.
can't.
It's almost you can't put a number to it.
Nah, you can put a
It's
number to Monster Beverage because based on the amount of revenue they get, for selling energy drinks. But for a company that's literally your entire life,
mhm.
I don't know. I don't know how you do that.
It's one. It's
And we
your
didn't even mention that. We didn't even mention Apple Pay. So I have an
yeah.
iPhone. I have a Mac. I have AirPods. I use Apple Pay. It's my entire life.
It's not even what you literally work on, communicate with, send money, like bank with. It's also like like it's like a status thing to have an iPhone. When you look at people with the green text messages, you're like,
I know. You're like, dude, what are you doing?
"What are you doing with green text
My
messages?
dad's got a green
Your
text message.
emojis, yeah, your emojis look funny. You know, well, get
My,
right with your emojis.
I know
Like what
when
I'm
they
trying to
send
get by that,
videos, they're all grainy and shit. Like,
yeah,
get out of here.
you can value a company in terms of revenues and sales, but you can't value a company in terms of
That's your entire
how
life.
much it actually means to the user and
Yeah.
how like integrated everything is. it's almost like the ease that it brings, you can't put a number to it. So these valuations of it are kind of like not useless, but it could be argued that they're way way undervalued in
Yeah.
what it actually is, or like
So
missing the mark by so far.
yeah, Berkshire owns a lot of Apple, and um, Buffett said that he wouldn't even consider selling one bit of Apple. And he's also said, Buffett always says that he is a big fan of management teams buying back company stock when it's undervalued. And he's always said he doesn't care what price Apple is trading at. He will always be happy when it buys back its stock. So basically, he's saying, man, whatever price is good.
It can never be overvalued, technically.
It's basically what he's saying.
It is the greatest. There's no way around it, actually.
Yeah.
We
So
all use it. And do they own something? Oh no, somebody owns Beats. Who owns Beats? Is that Facebook?
Apple.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, I didn't know if it was Apple or Facebook. So they have a whole entire different. I'm using Beats right now with my iPhone and my Mac.
Mm-hmm. Can you see this, Max?
Yeah.
So this is my evaluation of Apple, and blah blah blah, whatever. It's given me a fair value of that and a margin of safety of that, and I'm here to say that I'm wrong because no,
I will still buy
it's
it.
not happening. It's not happening. That's more likely, but like Owen said, his dad just bought a crap ton of Apple the other day. I didn't say anything. Usually, I'd say why. Why do you do that? But
No,
it's
it's
Apple.
pretty obvious. This one.
Do what you want.
Hey, buy it at whatever price. You're probably gonna make money.
Yeah. Yep. All right, man. That was it. We had fun. We didn't want to do it, but we had fun. It was good.
That was rapid fire.
Yeah, it was
That was
rapid
rapid fire.
21-minute episode. Not too bad.
Yeah,
man. Apple's taking a hot take. PayPal obsolete in a few years. You're not going to need it. Cash App.
Unfortunately, Square. RIP Square.
Maybe not Square because they're going into Bitcoin and shit like that. So maybe Square. Maybe Square had a little hint of what Apple was.
Hopefully, Apple buys out Square, and then we're good. That would be best case scenario. Incredible. Follow us on everything. Well, we don't even have anything.
We ain't got much.
listen to us on YouTube and Apple Podcasts, right? We're on Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere else you hear podcasts. Just subscribe to the podcast, dude. Don't worry about social media.
Just be bearish, bro.
Just
except for on Apple.
Always be bearish, but don't be bearish on Apple. That's all we have to say to you guys. That was episode 52. Thank you for listening. Peace.
See ya.
That was lit.